Meanwhile, in Stately Wayne Manor.
Happy Saturday. Another Build the 1966 Classic Batmobile is coming your way today on BrickScale Studio. Welcome back to BrickScale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me. If you caught our Titanic video on Thursday, that will explain the voice. I am getting over this stupid cold. I'm feeling a lot better. It's just, I don't know, for some reason the tail end of it is doing weird things to my voice. But we are soldiering on. And if you missed the Titanic video, but you were looking for the shopping street video that was going to be on the 17th, again, the illness had other plans, so that will be out this Tuesday, the 24th. But today we have another episode in our Batmobile build. So we are working on the scale model side. We're working on one of the doors. So let's get into the build, and then we can talk about it after.
And in the Batcave, deep below Stately Wayne Manor.
All right, here is 97. And it looks like we are going to be working on a door. So super exciting there. So we won't need the big frame piece for this issue. Yep, we'll have our door. So here is issue 97. All right, here are our parts. So we can see we have this very cool door piece here, which is all metal. And unlike the Lego version, this is painted on. It is not a sticker. Again, my red trim looks very good. Lucky again. So we have the door panel, and then we've got an upper hinge and a lower hinge. So let's see if we can figure out which is which here. All right, well, that's funny. They are identified as B and C in the directions, but they are stamped A and B. So let's see. Okay. So A is going to be the top hinge, and B is going to be the bottom hinge. So, yeah, there's sort of a recess in this that faces up on the top hinge and faces down on the bottom hinge. So there we go there. So we are going to turn this over. So the upper hinge is going to go right here. And there are two little lugs, and then of course the lower hinge is going to go right here. So we are putting those in with EM screws. All right. So when you put these on, then that little recess section, it's facing up on this one and down on this one. And that is all there is to do in issue 97. So this is what we have. So let's move on to issue 98. There's issue 98. And it looks like we have some more pieces for the door. So we're going to be working on that same door. And that is it. So let me go ahead and bring this back. And then there's the parts pack for 98. All right, so we have, this is plastic, by the way. This is the left door side piece. That's funny. And then we have the left door handle. So what we want to do is take our door, and then this side piece is going to go in Let's see here. I'm gonna go in just like, no. Yeah, whoops. So that's interesting. Ah, there we go. We just had to get it. We had to get it seated, and I'm like, this doesn't match up. Okay, and we're doing 1, 2, 3 cm screws. There is 3, so that's looking pretty solid there. And then we are taking the handle, and this is just a press to fit. And yep, it just presses right in there. All right, so we have the door handle, and then we have this panel that's in, and that is what our door is looking like. So that is it for issue 98 and the end of the scale model side. So let's move over to the Lego side. All right, here we are on the Lego side. So remember in the last episode, we got this little front section on and the 2 fins. And yes, as I sort of alluded in the last episode, I believe we're going to start working on this front piece here. So we're doing steps 304 to 310. All right, that is through 310. So yeah, I'm sure this is going to slot in here just like so. But we are not there yet. We have to attach the piece that will fit it on there. But that will be in the next episode. All right, so to recap what we've done in this episode, we started working on this piece, which I'm sure is going to go right in there at some point. But we still need to add our attachment so we can hook it in here. And then on the scale model side, we started working on this door, which is looking very good. We attached hinges, and we attached this panel and the latch or the handle here. So that will do it for episode 48. All right, so that door is coming along. I think we'll still be working on that in the next build episode as well. Actually, no, in the next build episode is our makeup episode for issues 93 and 94. So we're going to do that in the next build episode, and then boom, we'll be back on track. So we're going to take a pause on the door. In the next build video, we'll go back to that rear windshield, and then we'll get back in with the regular issues. Let's do our summary really quick. On the scale model side, 4 steps and 5 parts. On the Lego side, 8 steps and 19 parts. Total to date, 423 steps and 536 parts on the scale model side, and 702 steps and 1,715 parts on the Lego side. Okay, so like I said, that door piece looks really great. As I mentioned in the build portion, I am kind of disappointed that the Lego version, that bat emblem is a sticker. It's not a printed piece. But, I mean, what are you going to do, right? So the door on the scale model looks very sharp. Like I said in the Titanic video again, as far as my voice, if you notice my voice sounds normal in the build portion, but sounds weird here, as I explained last week or the week before, or both weeks, I don't remember. I record multiple videos at a time on the build side because my build table, the way that my room is configured and the way I have to have everything set up, it's just easier to do multiple recordings at one time. So I actually recorded that build portion a week or so, maybe 2 weeks ago. So that's why my voice sounds different in the 2 different sections of this video. So as I mentioned, Tuesday the 24th will be our shopping street video. If you're into Lego modular buildings, this is the new 2026 modular for this year. It is very cool. Sort of a mixed reviews on it from the community, but we'll get into that in that video. So definitely check that out on Tuesday the 24th. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. It just notifies you when new videos come out. Also, like, comment, share, all the normal YouTube things. And then, of course, I hope the rest of your weekend goes well. And until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.